In that day, I decided in my mind that one day I will be fluent in English. I will come to her and I will speak in English. And I did that. And you can't even imagine that how did I feel when I spoke to her in English so confidently. Magnificent, remarkable, tremendous. Those are the things I am learning from my son's book. He is in fourth standard.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
When I started my journey, I was not confident, but I just told myself that if you want to be confident, if you want to learn or accomplish something, you have to come out from your comfort zone. And I did not even bother in that time. I learned English as a subject, the grammars, but I got lots of difficulties to comprehend the subject. So when I enrolled my name in B.Ed, I had to study all the subjects in English only because it was compulsory. I did not have any option.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you and how have you been? We're meeting after a year, I
Long
guess.
time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So I have been doing well. Thank you for asking.
Hmm.
What about you? How is life?
Life is going well. I can't complain. Ups and downs is
Okay.
always there. So I'm trying my
Exactly.
best to achieve
Good
what
to
I
know that.
want to achieve. And yes.
Hmm.
And how is your
So,
life going so far?
yeah, it has been going so great. Ups and downs are there, as you mentioned.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope this session is going to be very interesting. I would like to know many things about your career as well as especially your English learning journey. We will be focusing. But before that, my audience obviously wants to know that who are you? So could you please explain who are you? I mean, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, at first I want to say that glad to meet you again and thank you for giving me the opportunity to say about myself. So, my name is Mahsina. I am from Assam. I have done graduation and B.Ed. I am a homemaker and I am a mother of two kids. And I have been learning English for last one more than 1 year, I can say. And my hobbies are learning new things, reading books, listening music. That's all about myself. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Reading books. Do you read
Yeah,
every day?
yeah, I try to read these days like it has become my habit. I like to read
What sort of genre do you like? What kind of
non-fictional
stories do
book,
you? Okay.
non-fictional books, self-help.
That's that's a great habit. This time, people are busy with social media and smartphone. But if somebody
Yeah.
is trying to give a little time on reading, and every day
Hmm.
they are regular,
Yeah,
it's a great work.
exactly. Hmm.
Okay. Anyway, that I can see you are speaking very well. Last year, probably you started your journey and you were struggling with your English, but today I can see the excellence, the result, and I don't know what did you do throughout the year. So I would
Hmm.
really, really love to know that what did you do? Who helped you improve your
Hmm.
English throughout this journey? You also talked to me for 2 to 3 months last year, but after
Two
that,
months. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So could you please tell me?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. So, as you know, that when I started my journey, I started through YouTube. So when I decided that I want to learn this language, so I started watching videos in English, all the contents in YouTubers and the conversational video like Clappingo, Cambly application, and motivational speakers like Muniba Mazari is one of my inspiration. Then Gaur Gopal Das, and when slowly and gradually, what happened? I got more confidence to talk.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then I started talking to my siblings and my cousins. One of my cousins, he helped me a lot. I can't never forget his contribution.
Hmm.
Then I got to know about you. I thought that right now I should try to talk to some tutor or some unfamiliar person because it happens that when you talk to some people in comfortable zone, then it is fine. You can talk
Yes.
easily. So then I got to know about you through clapping application. I saw your number, like I saw you that you were saying that if you want to improve your communication skill and spoken English, then you can connect me. And you helped me a lot. Thank you so much for that. You
You're
helped me to
welcome. It's my
rectify my
pleasure.
pronunciation, then grammatical error I made. After that, I come to know about one application, one S-Fluency application. Do you know about it? Have you heard about it?
Yes, I know. Yes.
So these days I use S-Fluency application. It is an excellent application, I can say. Through that application, I started talking to different people from different states, and so many brilliant trainers are there who teach how to be fluent in English. They help to improve the communication skill, so I used to join them. And through that application I made lots of female friends with whom I practice. We have created a group, and with them I practice every day. So that is the thing I have been doing. And there are two brilliant person I made. I used to join their panels. One name is Sarah. She always inspired me to learn this language, and she always teach how to be fluent in this language. And one person is, his name is Kyren. He is an intellectual person. He is preparing for UPSC, and he taught us IPA, International Phonetic Alphabets. And
Okay.
I took the feedback from lots of people there who are the brilliant people. So I had the problem in MTI, mother tongue influence, and pronunciation issue. So Kyren taught us, not only me, even other people, other participants who were also there. He taught us very well how to improve the MTI. He taught us how to use the tongue twister. I had the problem, even I did not know that I had the problem of bh sound, her sound, boss sound. So he gave me the feedback that you have to work on your this sound, like vacuum. How to say that? Like lower lip
Vacuum.
should touch the upper
Yes.
teeth. How to pronounce it? Vacuum when. So
Vacuum.
this, yeah, yeah. Like when you learn the IPA, then if you get a new word, then when you will search that, when you see the phonemes, then you don't need anyone to pronounce that. So that is the things I have learned from him. And I would say I have to say thank to them that I made them through the application S Fluency. Like this way I'm practicing, and they have helped me a lot. Yes, in this journey.
Okay, excellent. Very well. That I can see the result, and I'm very happy to see the result, and I'm very happy to see you speaking fluent in English
Thank you so
without any
much
hesitation,
for
without
your
using any
appreciation.
filler, and you are so normal and cool. That is also great. So great work. All right. Very interesting. Being a housewife, learning a language, giving time every day, it is very challenging. And many people are failed to do so. Well, I'm curious to ask you a few questions about your English learning journey and all.
Mhm.
Shall I?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I will try
And
my
my
best to
first
answer.
first question is that it is very simple. As many
Mm-hmm.
people out there, they try to learn English and they learn English. So, what is your purpose behind learning English? As you said, I'm a BA graduate and I have done B.Ed as well. Why the purpose behind learning
Why?
English?
Okay, okay, sure. So see, as I studied in a vernacular medium, so I did not get the environment to learn this language. And I did not even bother in that time. I learned English as a subject, the grammars, but I got lots of difficulties to comprehend the subject. So when I enrolled my name in B.Ed, I had to study all the subjects in English only because it was compulsory. I did not have any option. So I got difficulties and I started working hard. So there was a teacher who motivated us in B.Ed college that you should try to speak in English in the classroom. And one day, what happened? Orientation program organized in our college, and we had to
Okay.
do speech extempore. And eventually, I couldn't speak a single sentence.
Oh God.
So yeah,
Okay.
so this is the reason. And in 2016, I went to Chennai. So I think you
Hmm.
also know that southern people, they don't speak Hindi. I am also fluent in
Yes.
Hindi, but I got difficulties because I could not speak in English, and they don't
Hmm.
speak Hindi. They speak their native
Oh.
language and
Yeah.
English. So, and another reason is that right now I'm a mother of two kids, and my both
Mm.
children they study in a convent school. So I teach them at home. So while teaching, see, if I'm a graduate, if I've done B.Ed, if I am unable to teach my children, what is the benefit of my education?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a big point.
Yeah. So I thought that no, 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 I have to learn this language. Not only the speaking only, even I have started reading book because I don't know lots of vocabs. So
Hmm.
I have been trying to improve my reading skill and speaking skill as well. And as I have been learning, so I thought that whatever the challenges I faced, if I would get the opportunity in future to help the other housewife or homemaker or other students to be fluent in this language, definitely I would love to do. So these are
Yeah,
the reasons,
this
these
is
are the
also a
purpose.
very good aim that in future after learning you would love to help those, especially housewives who want to improve their English. So
Yeah, yeah,
you can share your own journey because as a housewife you are learning this language. So you can share your knowledge, experience, problems, and time management as well.
yeah. It is so difficult, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. While learning English, that you said you have two kids, right? And they are studying in
Yeah,
convent school, so they must be having English books, English medium. All the books are in
exactly.
English. Well,
Hmm.
so have you tried to read their stories and all just because of learning English or improving your English? Have you ever tried
Yeah,
it to
see,
read small
I
stories?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I purchased some book for my son and I read with him. Okay. And when it comes to his English book, in his English book, some stories, moral stories are there. So I read that book and I am learning from my son as well. Still, he rectifies my
Hmm.
pronunciation and lots of vocabularies are there, like magnificent, remarkable, tremendous. Those are the things I am learning from my son's book. He is in fourth standard.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. By teaching them, I am teaching them, even I am learning from them, from their book, from my son. And you know what I say, my son, that you are my best friend. We will learn together. I will help you, you
Yes.
will help me. And all the time I
Exactly.
tell my son that talk to me in English. So we try to talk most of the time in English.
Wow. Okay, so do you practice? Do you speak with each other at
Yes.
home in English?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Exactly, yeah. These days, like it
That's
has
really
become quite
fascinating.
easy.
That is why this language is now quite easy. It's a piece of cake for you and your kid. And by doing this, your kid is also improving his English because this is the impact of generation gap, I would say. Because at
Yeah,
your
huh.
stage, when you were a kid, you didn't know about the importance of this language and all.
Exactly.
You didn't improve it. You didn't go to an
Hmm.
English medium school, a convent school, but your kid is going.
Yeah,
So that is why he's learning from his very
hmm.
beginning phase of the life.
Exactly. See, they are blessed, I would say. In my time, because I came from village area, so there was no good English medium school. So I studied in a
Exactly.
government school and college. But right now, generation has changed, time has changed. Everywhere English medium schools are available. So every parents, if they can, financially, if they are high, then they just send their children to English medium school only. Because in
Yeah.
future, say if you want to send your children to higher studies, it is must in India. And the other thing is that in English is a global language and widely spoken
Yeah.
language in the world, so it is important. And
Exactly.
because of this language, I feel blessed. I am communicating people from different states. Even I spoke to one person from California
Oh wow. Okay.
through
So
excellency.
globally you are connecting with people through such
People, yeah.
applications and you are
Hmm.
trying to connect and practicing your English. How did you build your confidence? This the word confidence plays
Confidence,
an
yeah.
important role.
It takes time to get the confidence. See, when I started my journey, I was not confident, but I just told myself that if you want to be confident, if you want to learn or accomplish something, you have to come out from your comfort zone. So
Oh,
I tried lots of things. Even I can say that I became shameless to talk to people in English because people judge. Okay.
yes.
When you start talking to people in English, some people will say that she is showing off. that she can speak in English.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
I just did not bother about it because my intention was not that. I know that I just
Hmm.
want to learn this language. So what I
Hmm.
did, when I got the opportunity, when I went to my children's school, I started talking to my children's teacher, principal, sister in English. And at the beginning, I was so nervous. I don't say that I
Yeah,
was confident.
this is obvious. Yeah.
Ha ha. So, and even I made mistake. But slowly and gradually, when I started talking in physically, then online basis through audio call, through video call, now I have the confidence. I can talk to anyone right now. Though I make mistake, it doesn't matter. Everyone make
Yeah,
mistake. Yeah.
everyone does. Yeah. Tell me about that, Johnny. As you said that I went to my kids' school and I spoke with them in English, principal, class teacher. And when I went for the very first time, I was quite nervous and I was feeling afraid. Well, when you went to the second time, how did you feel? Did you feel more confident as compared to the previous time?
Exactly, I felt. Okay, I will share one incident. Okay. As
Hmm.
my children's sister, she's from Kerala. Okay, she's a nun. She's from Kerala. She most of the time she speaks in English. So
Hmm.
one day I went to her office with my son. I started talking in Assamese because I am like my mother tongue is Assamese. But she
Hmm.
started talking in English. So I got nervous. I tried broken English. But
Okay. Yeah.
I was feeling so embarrassed in front of her that being a
Oh.
graduate, being a having BEd degree, I'm not able to speak to her in English. In that day, I decided in my mind that one day I will be fluent in English. I will come to her and I will speak in English. And I did that. And you can't even imagine that how did I feel when I spoke to her in English so confidently. I spoke to her one day 15 minutes continuously in English. And it was like
Oh.
happiest day for me.
15 hours.
15 minutes. Did I say 15
15
hours?
minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I think I
15
heard
minutes.
wrong. I'm sorry. 15
Maybe
minutes
I,
you spoke in English.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. And that day I think changed your way of living of your life.
yeah,
You
exactly.
started, you just took an oath that anyhow I will improve my English and I will speak to them in English. Oh my God,
Yeah, yeah.
that's amazing. Hmm. Okay. And how much, may I know that, how much time did it take you to improve your English? Because many people out there, they say, I want to improve it within 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. And many people say that I have been trying it for more than 2 years, but still I'm not able to speak eloquently. So, how much time did it take you to improve your English?
So see, nothing comes in one day, and you can't reach the upper level or top level in one day. So if I say about myself that we have to go step by step. So if I say that beginner to intermediate level, it took me 3 to 4 months. Just the beginning intermediate level. In that time, I was able to speak. But when it comes
Hmm.
to reach the advanced level, literally it takes time. Still, I am in intermediate level, I can
Oh,
say that. So it takes time, and
okay.
I would say that around 1 year to reach this level. And I feel that I have to practice a lot because I want to speak flawlessly. So it took
And you have been
1 year.
practicing relentlessly without any stop. Or did it
Uh,
happen to you that you took a break of 1 or 2 months or
yeah,
three
I took
months,
break.
again you resumed it?
No, no, not 2, 3 months, but sometimes 15 days, 7 days. But I
Okay.
obsessed with this language. Wherever I am, it doesn't matter. In my mind, I just think about English. How can I listen? How can I think? Thinking is much important because
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
are able to think in your mind in English, then you will be able to speak. So deliberately I started doing it, thinking in my mind in English. When I am
Hmm.
going to my children's school to pick them, I started thinking, okay, now I'm going to pick my children from school. Today's weather is like that. So whatever coming in my mind, I just did it deliberately, and now it has become
Yeah.
spontaneous. Yeah.
That's
But
nice.
I would say
Okay.
that
And
no
where did
one
you
can become. Yes, yes.
go
Sorry for
ahead?
interruption.
No,
So
no,
no one
not
can
that.
become fluent within 2 to 3 months. It takes time. And if someone wants to get the advanced level, it will take, if someone is consistent, minimum 2 to 3 years it will take to reach the advanced level.
Hmm. Okay. And where did you focus more and more to improve your English? Was that listening part or speaking part or any other stuff or reading? Or you have your own activity, your own style to follow most of the time to become a good speaker? Where did you focus more?
Listening. At first, I would say listening is much important and it is easy for me because how I learned this language while doing chores, while folding clothes, cooking. In that time, I can use my earphone and then I
Hmm.
can listen. So, listening is much important. And if you want to be fluent, definitely you have to speak. So, listening and speaking both are important. But at the beginning part, I would say I gave more importance to listening. But right now, I give more importance to speaking part.
Okay.
The more you will
But first
speak,
of
the
all, be a
more.
good listener.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right, right. So that you can give the output, you can observe people, and you can get to know that how do people, a good English speaker, speak.
Mm,
That's well, that is also a good idea that you should be a listener first of all, then try to be a speaker. And when you become an intermediate speaker, then you try to speak more and more,
yeah,
try to connect with people more and more across the world. Okay,
yeah,
you're a housewife. Is it really
yeah.
challenging for you, not only for you, for all the housewives to learn an extra language and manage time? Or if you want, then you can manage it. What's your experience?
See, yeah, definitely it is challenging, I would say, because the way I want to practice, I feel like that, okay, I want to practice 6 hours every day. I want to listen at least 1 to 2 hours every day. Then I want to read book at least 1 hour every day. I want to talk to people at least 1 2 hour every day. So as I want, I can't manage time like that way. How I do? I told you that I use my earphone, I talk to people
Hmm.
while doing chores, while cooking. So it is
Hmm.
challenging but not impossible. If you are passionate,
Yeah.
if you have the hunger to learn, anyhow you will manage time.
Okay. So if somebody wants, they can manage time and they
Manage
can
time
improve it.
anyhow.
Yeah.
It's depend on
Okay.
priority.
And in this incredible journey of learning English, because learning a language after getting
Mhm.
elder, that is very challenging, not only for a housewife, for everyone, because we have our native language, we have our own language, we have so many works to do, our brain is not stable. So that is why it takes time to learn a language, and that is why it is challenging. And many people are
Mhm.
failed. They have been trying it to learn this language for long period of time, but still they are lagging
Mhm.
somewhere. So in this journey, who did you support the most? Your son, your husband, your family member, your friend?
Actually, see, in the beginning, no one supported me. No one told me that you should learn this language. I'm the only one who wants to learn this language. But as I started my journey, everyone support me. Even my husband, my son, my family members, my siblings, my cousins. So it is up to me. Okay, if I want to
Hmm.
learn, I can. If I don't want to, so there is no problem with anyone. So I would say that no one supported me like that way, but yeah, these days my son is helping me a lot because he also
Yes.
started talking to me in English. Earlier I had to ask him that talk to me in English, but nowadays it has also become his habit that he speaks to me in English, not all the time, but most of the time.
So already you are surrounded with English language at home because of your son. He is always there with you to speak in English. Now you don't have to uh, force him. Come on, speak to
Yeah,
me in English.
even my daughter,
So,
she is
oh,
only 5 years old. She also tries to speak in English. Because he
amazing.
sees that
Okay.
we speak in English. So, see, Kabir, if you want to learn this language, then you have to create the environment. Forcefully or deliberately, you have to do it. So, at the beginning,
Hmm.
it is so difficult But if you do it for some time, for like 1 month, 2 months, then it becomes spontaneous. So I try to create the environment everywhere. In my home,
Yeah.
if I go somewhere, I take my earphone, then I listen people, motivational speaker who are speaking in English. So I try to create the environment. So
Yeah. This
yeah,
is
that's
important.
it. Hmm.
Stay in the environment of of English only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when
So
I will reach that position, after that, I think it will become spontaneous. Till that time, I have to do hard work.
yeah. And now I think like what you need to do, not only you, other people as well, that if somebody wants to stay in touch with a particular language, so they have to practice it. They have to use that. Otherwise, they will forget. Not only you,
Exactly.
it will
Mm-hmm.
happen to me as well. That and other
Exactly.
people that we will forget. We people are forgetful. We can't remember
Yeah.
everything. So if we don't practice English, we are going to forget after
We
two
are going
months
to
when we
forget.
will be
Yeah,
restarting it.
true. Mm-hmm.
What message would you like to give to those housewives who want to improve their English?
Yeah, the message I want to give them that if you want to learn this language, don't give the excuses. Yes, I agree that being a housewife, being a mother, my responsibilities are doing house chores, cooking, raising our children, then teaching them. These are my priorities. But if I have any dream, if I want to learn something, then I have to take out time for it. So if you want to learn, then take out time for it and believe in yourself and take the mindset that I can learn it. If other people can speak English, if they are also not native, so why can't I? Patient
Yeah,
should be patience should be there, determination and dedication. Then
yeah,
definitely you can also learn. Yeah.
exactly. Well, it was a lovely session. Thank you so much for your experience and the way you learned and you have been learning. It is really incredible, and I think your session can motivate other housewives as well to improve their English. If they are, you know, not in touch, they can resume once again it after watching your video, after watching this conversation. So thank you so much for your valuable time. Do you want to add anything else? Anything
Yeah.
extra?
I would like to thank you as well for inviting me for this session. And I feel honored that you have invited me. And if
My
someone,
pleasure.
if someone get inspiration or motivation from me, then it would be a great honor for me. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. So enjoy your time and enjoy your learning journey. Be a brilliant speaker that you want to be. I don't know what level you
Thank
want to
you.
achieve. You know that. So achieve your
Huh.
level and motivate people. And as you said that in future you want to teach housewives. So best of luck for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, take care. Have a nice day.
Bye bye.